Publishing Through Puberty, a best-selling teenage author's self-publishing secrets revealed. HowExpert with Mark Messick. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on unique topics by everyday experts. Visit howexpert.com to learn more. Writing a book is freaking hard as crap. Brainstorming, outlining, writing, editing, it takes a chunk out of you. A piece of your soul. But unfortunately, that's not the hardest part of the process. Once you've given your book all you've got, you've still got to give a little bit more. Do you see where I'm going with this? Marketing. Marketing is a jerk. It's really hard. Especially as a teenager. If you're like me when I started out, you have very limited experience, no money, and a particularly crowded schedule. Oh, and you have to decide who you want to ask to prom. Let me tell you, it's a lot to ask of anyone. But to ask this from someone struggling with severe acne, it's no wonder that very few teenagers have ever published a best-selling book. However, I just happen to be one of those few teenagers who have published a best-selling book. And I want to teach you everything I know. I published my first book when I was 13. It sold 5 copies. I published dozens of books after that. They all flopped. Until one day, they didn't. One day I started making bank. My books started to sell hundreds of copies a month. And then thousands. And then tens of thousands. Until eventually I was outselling people like Rick Riordan and Donald Trump. And I want to show you how I did it. I'm going to take you through the entire process. A to Z sound like something you want in your life? Then don't hesitate. Let's do this thing. Scroll up and buy your copy of Publishing Through Puberty today. About the expert. When Mark Messick was 10 years old, he decided that he was going to become a best-selling author. Whatever it took, he didn't care. He would do anything. Eventually, he did become a best-selling author in his teenage years. Over the next 6 years, Mark fought tooth and nail to fulfill that dream. He worked his butt off every single day. He never gave up on his dream, regardless of how insane it seemed. He was stubborn. He would work for 6, 8, even 10 hours a day. Writing, marketing, researching, day after day after day. And now, finally, all of his hard work has paid off. As this book, Publishing Through Puberty, was being published, Mark is 17 years. And he's a best-selling author. He's written dozens of books, sold tens of thousands of copies, and made $4,000 a month from his royalties. Yes, he's still a teenager. He still stays up late doing homework. He still flirts with girls on the bus. He still hates driver's ed as much as the next person. But he makes a full-time income doing what he loves. He's living the life of his dreams. How many adults can say that? He is humble and knows he doesn't know everything. He doesn't pretend to have all of the answers. But he's learned some things on his crazy journey over the last 7 years. And he wants to share those things with you. He hopes you'll listen to what he has to say. Because it might just surprise you. Get Publishing Through Puberty today and learn how to write your best-selling book as a teenage author just like Mark did. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on unique topics by everyday experts. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.